Hi loves, welcome back to our channel. This is Jerry, and for today's video I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing this Gadget brand Gyro controller. Let's get right into it. This is a mini wireless controller designed for the Switch and Switch Lite, but it is also compatible with Retro Freak and PC. This controller supports both Bluetooth and USB connections. Let's go ahead and open the box and see what's inside. Alright, so this is what I pulled out of the box. I'm going to go ahead and put this part down. This is the connection. It is a USB-A to Type-C. And it's a pretty good length cable, perfect for charging. You can connect this like to your Switch dock and then charge your controller like that really easily. So it's nice that it comes with one. Next we have the controller, and it's nicely protected in this plastic. I'm gonna try to get it off. So here's the controller itself. It's very lightweight. I know I mentioned that on the box and in the description for the product, but it's a lot lighter weight than I was even expecting, which I kind of like. And it's so small. I think this is the smallest, I know it said mini, but this is the smallest controller I've probably ever used. I will bring out the kitty controller and the original Switch Pro to show you the size difference. But it's so cute. I think the color is beautiful. Like, this is really nice for someone that doesn't want to customize their controller. You can just buy this out of the box. Really beautiful and nice. This does come in a bunch of different colorways. I'll try to put them somewhere on the screen for you guys. I chose the pink body with the white buttons, but there's also a white body with pink buttons and some blue color options. This item is imported from Japan, so I'm not sure if we will have any English in the warranty or paper or anything. No, none of it is in English, so I don't know if the warranty is valid or not. And then unfortunately it looks like this doesn't come in English either. I'm wondering if we can go to this website and learn more about it though. Alright, so I went to their website and they do have a downloadable version of these documents, but unfortunately they do not offer them in English, and I couldn't figure out how to translate them on my iPad. So we're gonna have to try to figure this out together, but it should be pretty simple and self-explanatory. So first I'm gonna charge it for a little bit. So obviously you would just connect it here. And then what I'm gonna do is connect it to my Switch dock and let it charge for a little bit, and then I'll be back, and then we'll try to turn it on and see how we can connect it and see how it works. Alright, so I'm gonna be connecting the controller to my Switch OLED first, and I'm gonna be using this cute little twin star stand that I got, I believe, on AliExpress. I'll link it for you guys. And I'm gonna use that to stand or proper position my Switch, and then try to connect this controller. Okay, so whatever I was trying wasn't working, so I went back to the website and I pulled up the PDF of the instructions, and then I grabbed this part and I copy and pasted into Google Translate, and this is what I got. So I took some notes and I copy and pasted every single thing, and I took notes, so I'm going to show you guys how to use this. Alright, so first thing we want to do is go to System Settings, and then we're going to come down to Controllers and Sensors, and we're going to make sure that this here, Pro Controller Wired Connection, is on. Mine was off. We want to make sure that it's on because we're going to have to connect this wired first before we can use it wirelessly. Also, I learned that a good trick for connecting it the first time is to disconnect all of the controllers that are connected. I have 7 connected right now, and that helps it connect easier, because I heard that this one's actually kind of a pain to connect. So let's try this. So it says to hold X. Alright, perfect. So we disconnected the controllers. We have this option on. Now we can go to the home screen and then hit controllers. and then change grip order. Once we get to this screen, we're going to need the cord that came with the controller. I'm going to be using this one, obviously, and I have this adapter so that we can connect it directly to the switch. We don't have to go through the dock. So I'm going to connect the USB side here, and then this Type-C I'm going to put into the device, and then this one I'm going to put into the controller. Like that, and as you can see, it already says that it's paired, so it did pair right away. And there is the controller there. So that was pretty easy. I'm guessing now that we can go ahead and disconnect it, and it should work wirelessly now. But since ours is not charged, or sorry, mine is, I haven't charged it for long, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it wired for now. So I did want to mention a couple of things that I read in the manual once I translated it. One thing to note is that it says it takes 2 hours for a full charge, and a full charge will last up to 8 hours. So I think that's pretty good. And then it also mentions that if it's not being used, it will go into sleep mode within 5 minutes. And to wake it up from sleep mode, hold the home button. And I believe that's like most of the important stuff that I read on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick a game. I think last game I played on this was Diablo. So let's try that. Oh, we have to update our software. Alright, it updated, but before we start the game, one thing I wanted to mention is that this is a gyro mini controller, meaning that it supports gyro functions that are in games like Splatoon 2 or Super Smash Bros. And if you're unfamiliar with what that is, it's basically when you use the controller to make certain movements or to change the camera angle. Like when you move your controller like this or like this and you see the screen move, or like in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee when you would pull back your controller and throw it to throw the ball, and it would throw the ball. That's gyro mechanics. So this mini controller does support gyro mechanics. That's something important if you play those type of games. Alright, so I'm just going to start up Diablo and see how the controller feels for me after a little bit of gameplay. It is small, like I've mentioned before. While that screen's loading, I'll show you guys the kitty controller, which is also the smaller controller that I have. So this is the kitty controller, which I consider pretty small. And then this is the mini gyro. As you can see, it's actually a lot smaller even than the mini. I'm going to lower this just a bit. And then here it is in comparison to the Switch Pro. As you can see, the size difference is quite substantial. So I loaded up Diablo because that's what I last played on this Switch, and it's funny because I've been playing Diablo with my husband a lot on Xbox, so I haven't logged into this or seen this character, so I don't know. I think it was last season's character, but we'll just log in and see what we can do. Alright, so here I am in camp. It's small, like I mentioned, in your hands, but I have small-ish hands. I say I would have like medium-sized hands. They're not too small or not too big. So it does feel a little small in my hands, but that might be great for your hands. I would say if you have like slightly bigger hands, this is probably going to be a little uncomfortable. This is more for like children or people with small hands. But the controls do flow very well. I think the movement is good. Obviously I'm not like fighting or anything right now, but it doesn't feel too restrained, which I think is good. And the buttons do click nicely. It's not like too far of a reach for the buttons, which is good when you're shooting or anything like that. I'm used to Xbox controls right now, so I might be kind of messing up buttons. I don't even know what... Okay, I'm not even sure which abilities this character has. So I'm having a little trouble there, but it's honestly, it still feels fluid even while fighting. Alright, it seems like all the buttons do work. I've tried most of them, and they seem to work like they're supposed to, which is good. Alright, so now that we've opened up the controller box, gotten a good look at it, played with it, connected it and everything, I think I want to go ahead and see if these little thumb grips will fit on it. I'm going to try, oh no, I was going to try the thumb grips for the Switch or the Switch Lite, but as you can see, you can already tell they're going to be too small. We're going to have to use like this size thumb grips that are for the larger controllers. The Kitty controller actually has small, tiny thumbsticks, so you're able to use the Switch and Switch Lite grips on these. I got my cinema roll box full of grips, and I'm just going to pick out some bigger size grips and see if they'll fit better on the controller. These look like a pretty color, like they match nicely, so I'm just going to do the trick that you guys always show me. Flip these inside out. These tend to not want to roll back as easily as the smaller ones. As you can see, they don't really want to flip. So I'm going to try to just kind of hold them open, like, and then put it over the thumbstick. Oh, I was actually able to flip that one inside out. So once it's inside out, you put it on top like that, and then just fold the sides over. And that's how that fits on there. It actually wraps around really tightly, really nicely, so that they won't fall off easily. I'm going to go ahead and do the left side. And that's how both look on there. I think these look really beautiful. Super cute. I love it. Gave it a cute look, and you have more of a protection as well as like more of a grip for your thumbs. So cute. I love that. So at the end of the day, I would say pros to this controller are that it's small and comfortable. If you had small hands, that would be a pro for you, but it's also a con if you have bigger hands, so I'll put that on pro and con, the size. Another pro is that it's really beautiful. It comes in so many colors and they're all very nice colors, so you won't need to customize that. That's a pro. Another pro is that the thumb grips fit on there. And a con, I would say, is that it was very difficult to connect. It wasn't as easy as other controllers. And it's also a con that it doesn't come with English, with an English manual or English directions. That made it a little more difficult if you don't read and speak Japanese. Overall, though, I would say that it is a good quality controller and it does work really well, and I think it's a good option for the price. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you guys so much. See you in the next one, Kitty and Jerry.